Hey everybody, it's Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And this is my State of Direction show, Thursday morning, August 1st, 2024. Thank you so very much for stopping in on the show. Right now, the Spidey Online show is at 697 subscribers. To all my 697 subscribers, to my moderators, to my visitors, to my comments, to anybody that's been supporting this show with me for over 10 years now. Thank you so very much. Also want to give a shout out to the YouTube community, the PlayStation community, and to all the social media platforms. Most of the time, definitely going to see me on Facebook. Hopefully, in the near foreseeable future, you might see me on Twitch. You might see me on X. I don't know about Snapchat and Instagram and all that. That's just way too much for me. But for now, I'm cool for the most part for now on Facebook, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna do a little topic today on state of direction as far as what people need to know. Come this month, I'm letting everybody know right now that the Spidey 09 show, DC Networks and Power Players, will be temporarily off the air. Not permanently, temporarily. I don't want everybody saying, "Oh, Spidey, you gave up the show," or nothing like that. Now I'm just gonna be honest with with my subscribers, with my viewers. Right now, with PlayStation Network, you have to play this. You have to purchase this PlayStation Plus, and think of it as a renewal. Think of it as if you get a sticker for your car, or state sticker or whatever, and it expires. It's kind of like that there. Every year, depends on what month you had the year before, it expires. Well, this is the month that it is. Okay, not permanently, but I'm just saying. So I have to renew it. So as far as when I'm going to renew it, if not this month, I would say no later than October, I should be back online. And like I said in my last previous shows, I got some unfinished business to take care of. So if you don't see me back online in October, no later than Christmas. If it ain't no later than Christmas, guarantee you by 2025, I'll be back online. But nonetheless, I guarantee you that's my deadline. I'm really looking more towards no later than October, because you got a lot of stuff coming up for the fall, and before you know it, fall will be right around the corner, and we go from there. My state of direction of this show, last month, I'll bring everybody up to speed. Again, I want to give a shout out to the YouTube community. There have been a lot of changes I have to do for the duration of this show. Been like maybe 3 or 4 times. At first, I was giving myself issues as far as on my conduct towards last year. Changed all that. So right now, no profanity on my show. Okay, I do no profanity on my show. Another thing you see at the bottom of the screen, there is a red warning label now. It says must be 18 or older, need more subscribers, no trollers allowed. Thank you for your support. That's exactly what it is. And the reason why I put these shows together, like my state of direction, I cut down on profanity, I put on my own little personal warning label. And the reason for that, because again, YouTube have their guidelines. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand all of them. I really don't. I try to comprehend it the best way I know how, but and then you got to think, I'm getting up there in age. I'll be 59 this year. Next year, before you know it, I'll be part of the wheelchair club at 60 years old. Right now, I'm just trying to clinch onto this 58 for now, and being real happy with it, to tell you the truth. But, you know, I do these things because, like I said, last year, not trying to rewind the clock, got in trouble with PlayStation. Don't do that no more. This year, I get in trouble with YouTube because of copyrights and all that. Okay, I'm just gonna express myself right now. I'm just gonna get that out there right now. Okay, and maybe this could shed a light on them as well as everybody else as far as how we do things at DCN Networks and Power Players. On one of my last previous shows, I said something about how they rate the video games, rated T, M, and E for everyone. Okay, and I'm going to explain this for the mature audience, they already know, but for those who have parents, you know, that trying to monitorize their kids to make sure they don't watch anything that's inappropriate. Here at DCN Networks and Power Players, I do my best to try to stay within them guidelines. But when it come down to two things that I am, I'm a fan and I'm a gamer. To start off with, a fan. I've been a fan for God knows YouTube for so long. And at one point when YouTube first came out, all I did was just watch videos. That's all I ever did. Just took time out, watched videos, and the creativity from different people from all around the world expressing their imagination, expressing their ideals, their thoughts, their dreams. And I thought that was cool. To this day, I still think it's cool. Okay, but I never thought one of the oldest fanboy gamers in the world, from 1 minute to seeing this to next minute, before you know it, give me 1 second. I'll check that out in a second. To be a part of that community, to be a part of the YouTuber slash gaming community. Now let's talk about my life being a gamer. I have been a gamer for over 3, if not 4 decades. All right. And I got every PlayStation unit on the planet. I ought to know. Don't believe me? I still got the very first PlayStation. Got 2 of these. Believe it or not, still works. I remember when I first got my very first PlayStation. And the first game I got for this, in fact, it was 2 games I got for this when it first came out. And don't have that game no more, but I know it's gonna cost maybe thousands of dollars if I can get it. You know, and on my bucket list in my lifetime, I will. The very first game I bought for this was Battle Arena Toshinden. It was kind of like their own, you know, Sony's little spin-off or their own version of Tekken in a way, but nonetheless, that was my very first game for this. Straight up. My second game I got for this system was Twisted Metal. And in a way, I'm kind of a fan of Twisted Metal, but just going around, just blowing up everything, riding around, going through crazy cities and all that, that was cool. This was the very first PlayStation I have. And now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gaming revolutionized from this to what I'm doing now on the 4 and on now on the 5. Who would never thought that gaming and broadcasting can join forces? Technology is just evolving crazy now. You even got to the point now you can get on Facebook and Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok is like, God knows, like the biggest thing right now. And you could do shows and everything from your phone, from your device. Yup. You can. You really can. And when I first got my PlayStation 4, um, I just looked at it as any other gaming system. And then when it came out with the PlayStation 4 camera and the program and the app you put on there, it's called the Playroom, which I'm doing my show from right now. And even to this day, I'm still a rookie, but at the same time, I'm still learning the concepts of all this. Even in 10 years, I've learned a few things, but nonetheless, but getting to my point, when I first did my first show on um, YouTube, it was called DCN Networks uh, and Power Players, featuring the Spidey 09 show. That's my old former show. And it gained over 297 subscribers. And I had to put that show on the back burner because it wasn't so much too many complications. It's just that I need to switch everything around. So we jumped from DCN Networks and Power Players featuring the Spidey 09 show up to DCN Presents Power Players. So in other words, we shortened it. Okay, from my old previous show from 297 subscribers back 10 years ago all the way up to now to 697 subscribers. That, give me 1 second, that is very, very huge for me. And again, I want to say thank you to myself, the YouTube community, the PlayStation community, to the Facebook community. And sometimes it gets hard, even for me right now, because of the condition I'm in, as far as my health issues, as far as trying to get my life stabilized. That's why I'm bringing up this State of Direction show now, because I'm going to be temporarily off the air. But getting back to what I was saying as far as the changes of this show, okay, I want especially, not so much as PlayStation, especially I want YouTube to understand, okay, everything I'm doing from this, and again, this is a tool. That's all it is a tool. Is doing two things: being a fan of the product and being a gamer. Now, back to what I was saying earlier about copyrights, and I'm going to say this one last time. I'm going to pick a perfectly good example as far as copyrights on a game. Again, shout out goes out to the WWE Universe, the WWE Corporation, the WWE Enterprises, Triple H, you still the man, and shout out goes out to the WWE community. I say that first. You want to know why I say those things first? Because of two reasons. One, because I am a fan. And two, I don't want them to think, or anybody, I don't want them to think this is a publicity stunt. I'm trying to be a fanboy and all that, to try to get rich overnight. None of that. I just do it because for the love of what I want to share and the imagination towards my viewers. I say that first as far as the appreciation. Now, when it come down to playing the games, whether if it's rated T, whether if it's rated M, whether if it's rated E for everyone, I want you to understand. Maybe they may not be aware, or maybe they are, but I'm gonna give them a little reminder on what these games are. There's only two things in a video game I do. I buy it and play it. Do I own this game? Yes. Do I play this game? Yes. Do I play any game I enjoy? Yes. Do I appreciate the product? Yes. But as far as what they put the formula within this product, as far as how they design it, as far as the copyrights, whatever it is, that part I don't have no control over. All I do is like any other gamer, any other fan, anybody else. I play it, enjoy it, and I try to share it to the world. That's all I got to do. And you got to think, I'm looking at it as a double standard. It's like You want us to play the games, but yet I feel like I'm being censored. That's the case, then YouTube and PlayStation should have not made, or should have not come to an agreement as far as making the cameras for these products, whether if it's PlayStation, whether if it's Xbox, whatever. I am just being a fan and a participant and to appreciate the product. That's all I am. I have no control of what goes inside of this product. I don't. I don't. Which leads me to, I'm willing to be fair as far as cooperation. As you can see now, a lot of change has been done to this show. And I'm going to say this one last time. Profanity, gone. Gone. Because of my heart issue, it's gone. Okay, I rarely be lucky if I say darn or whatever. Levy Letter, take care of yourself. Keep playing your games. You're going to be fine. And again, shout out goes out to the guru, Levy Letter. Well, appreciate it. I'm glad you're a part of this show. Get a chance, leaving a comment. I don't control the contents or the formula that they put into these products. I don't. I'm just a consumer like everybody else. You know, I pay for my product. I take it on, whether if it's a game, whether if it's a car, whether if it's a house, whether if it's the clothes on my back. Okay, I use it towards my own discretion, but at the same time, I don't control what the size is, how the formula on who made it in the first place. I don't control the formula of it. Okay, I appreciate it. I use it towards my own discretion, but I don't control the formula that makes this. All right, Manissa, I cannot pronounce your name, but you're awesome. Please sub to the show. Thank you so very much. That's like saying, and I'm gonna use, and again, shout out goes out to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's like saying, who's a perfectly good example? The Hulk. I'm going to use the Hulk as an example, which, by the way, I'm a fan of the Hulk, too. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man, but always going to be a huge fan of Spider-Man, but I like the Hulk, too. That's like saying, you know, you can't control Dr. Banner and the Hulk because, why? They're one and the same. Okay? They're one and the same. Dr. Banner can't be Dr. Banner forever, knowing he's the Hulk. And believe it or not, whether you control Dr. Banner or not, it's not going to work. You cannot control Banner, and you definitely can't stop the Hulk. Okay, now, with this, I can enjoy this, but at the same time, I can't control who made the formula for this. I can't. Which leads to the parents. That's some of them that's watching this show right now, because keep in mind, kids get on here. We live in a generation now. We're living in the next generation X now, where technology has pretty much controlled our everyday lives. Before you know it, you know, things are being innovated every day. You know, I've been seeing on the Discovery Channel, you know, they're trying to make cars that fly. We ain't ready for the air right now. Not trying to change the subject. Balls, Veer, return all episodes. Nice DBZ shirt for life. Like, hey man, thanks a lot, man. And sub to the show. Yes, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, by the way. But yeah, but get to back what I'm saying. You know, as far as the parents for, you know, that has kids that's under the age of 18 or whatever, we're living in a generation now where technology evolves around everything. And back to what I was saying, as far as cars flying, and you know, they trying to use, you know, robotics in hospitals that can, you know, that can help, you know, take on difficult procedures as far as emergencies, and try to help, you know, certain kinds of freak accidents and all that. The list goes on and on. It really is. And me, I'm just a gamer. I'm just a gamer. I'm just a fan. All right, that's all I is. And I'm trying to tell YouTube, I'm trying to tell PlayStation, I'm trying to tell everybody, and especially to the younger audience, and if you got parents, this is where that warning label comes in. And I say these things again to try to stay in good grace with these people that I mentioned. That's why every month I come up with a state of direction show. Okay, and right now, that's all I'm trying to do. And then you got to think. I mean, a good friend of mine was telling me, he's on here right now. He was saying, why don't you do this full time? And I'm trying to change gears, but I'm gonna go there right now. If I didn't have to, I've been doing my career of security for almost close to 20 years, and believe me, if I had over 1 million subscribers and YouTube is willing to cooperate with me and pay me to be online, and they make me an offer I can't refuse, and I'm making more money than with them than I ever could in my life, I'll tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind being on here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I would. But because I have a life and I have to get back into the reality world, this is not going to pay my bills. I mean, it'd be cool if this was a side job, maybe, but other than that, this is not going to pay my bills. I run my shows at random. And for those who may not know, these are my random shows. My Happy Friday show, my famous Shout Out Saturdays and Update shows. Who else? Family Time Sunday comes at random. Now I have shows that's being run from Monday through Thursday. D's Word of the Night. You're going to get a show every night on D's Word of the Night, especially when I get off from work after 10 o'clock. Then you have my Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday shows. I run a morning. Sometimes I run an afternoon or evening show, but definitely a morning show. Next, you have State of Direction. State of Direction, you're going to get that from me every month, at least once or twice a month. It's the first of the month. State of Direction is on now. Okay? And right now, I'm just trying to share my vision. And again, shout out, go out to Seth Rollins. I am not the visionary. I'm more of an imaginary, okay? I'm just trying to share my imaginary to the world, okay? Again, I've been a gamer for over 3 decades. I've been a fan my whole life. I'm probably one of the most gamers at 58 years old in the world. This year I'll be 59. Next year, before you know it, I'm part of the wheelchair club. I'm old, might have a few grays in my mustache, but I'm far from dead. Okay? And I'm gonna let you on a secret. For 58 years, this right here never gave me arthritis, never gave me copper tone. Jack 10 Rana said, are you ready for Halloween? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am definitely ready for Halloween, because I'm going to be back online in October. We got a lot of huge things going on in October. You're going to see a lot of games coming out in October. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So I'm just letting YouTube, PlayStation community, and Facebook community know I appreciate you guys. Okay? And like I tell anybody on this show, I don't expect everybody to acknowledge me. I just expect people to appreciate me, because I think I'm the only YouTuber on here that keeps it 100% real. You know what? One of my other biggest fans, and you've been following me for years, Laura Toomey Croft, never too old for the passion we love. I respect that. Thank you. One of my biggest fans, been following me for a long time. And I try to keep it real. With me, I'm a one of a kind. Nobody can replicate, or duplicate anything I do. Okay, and then again, you got some famous YouTubers out there, way bigger than me. You got Tyrone, and these are people that inspire me. You got Tyrone Magnus. You got my cast of Struggle Nation. You got Who else? Sarah Keys. You know, she's a Keyblade expert on the Kingdom Heart games. You got, believe it or not, I'm a fan of Logan Paul. Believe it or not, I'm a fan of WWE superstar slash YouTuber Logan Paul. Okay, all right. These guys inspire me. Here in Chicago, I'm a huge fan of Jake from Fox News. Cool guy. Met him a couple of times, and this is why I do these shows. No, this is what I do. You know, and like I said, we at 697. I'm trying to run and gun and get that 700 mark. This is where you guys come in. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I said, you know, they asked me, Spotty, what happens, you know, Darnell, Player One, what happens if you get that 1,000 mark? I get that 1,000 mark, we taking this show to the next level. I get that 1 million mark, and I was telling my friend Larry Lynn and a few other guys, they said, Spotty, Darnell Crittenden, Player One, The Godfather video games, I have so many names and titles. They said, what happens if you do hit that 1 million mark? Well, first of all, if I hit that 1 million mark live on DCN Networks and Power Players, everybody on the west side of Chicago, first of all, it's going to be televised around the world. Not just from here, but from around the world. Two, knowing me, I'll probably throw one of the biggest block parties on the west side of Chicago. Three, if anything, I'm running and gunning to get my plaque. I really want to either get that silver or that gold play button from YouTube. And again, this is not just for me. This is my appreciation that I want to share back to the world. Once I get that, I'm going to be one of the oldest gamers in history to have his own video game podcast. Not only is that going to happen, it will happen. I don't care if it takes 60 years, 10 years, 20 years. As long as there's a God in heaven, as long as I got breath flowing through my veins, not only will happen, it was meant to happen. Because I'm going to see to it that it does. Not trying to make this a religious sermon. God says I can do all things through Christ. And that includes me. All right. But again, I'm just an old man, but a passion that I love so much. You know, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Don't believe me? Like I said before, I say it again. Don't believe me? I still have the original. The original. The original PlayStation 1. The original. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when they come out with a PlayStation 6, I'm going to get that too. When they come out with a PlayStation 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if I live longer enough to see if they come up with a PlayStation X, I'm getting that too. Yep. So we're going to change gears from now from State of Direction to, let's see. And now I'm back. Okay. So I just want to get my State of Direction across. Well, just let everybody know I'm temporarily going to be off the air, but I should be back in October. Now, let's get on to our Thursday morning updates. And I'm about to end this show, but before I do, first thing first, let's see. I'm going to get this out early so we can get it over with. Here we go. And like always, if this is your birthday month of August 1st, 2024, happy birthday from all of us from DCN Networks and Power. My next guess is, do I get our birthday shout outs? Yes, I do. One, you have to sub to the show. Two, leaving a comment as far as the day of, excuse me, or the day after. And three, if I see it in a comment, I will give you a shout out live on the Spidey of Nine show. Next, we got something else I'm gonna bring up right quick. I'm pretty sure everybody saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine right now is still the #1 movie in the world. Last weekend, it grossed over $438 million at the box office. So if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, see it. It's a trip. I love it. Who knows? I might go see it again, probably either today or next week. So definitely go check it out. Deadpool and Wolverine now in theaters. Because I'm about to wrap this show up. And don't forget, as far as on the video game department, this is coming out in September. But before I jump to September, this will be coming out next month, because it's August right now. The new Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, will be released September 26th. For the very first time, Zelda, the protagonist in herself, she's going to finally be in her own video game for the first time ever. So this takes place after Link's Awakening. And as you can see, Zelda has the Wand of Wisdom. And with that, she can open up in new adventures and new journeys to try to help save her kingdom of Hyrule. And not only will this game comes out in September 26th, hopefully I'll get my hands on this, and that is, yes, the new Hyrule edition. Yes, that too comes out the same day. You can probably pre-order it now. This is the Nintendo Switch Mini. As you can see, it's gold and black. It has a little Triforce crest on the front and on the back. It has the Hyrule family insignia along with the Triforce and all the other cool features on the back. So if you want to pre-order this now, or if you want to add this to your gaming collection, because I'm a huge Zelda fan, I'm definitely going to get it. So leave in the comments and tell me, is you guys going to get that? And who knows, if I get it, I might do an unboxing on the show. Straight up. Okay. Coolest logo, man. You're not going to find that logo anywhere on here. I'm about to give out last and final shout outs before I go. For starters, to the president and co-founder of DC Networks and Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris, and everybody at the Harrison headquarters on the south side of Chicago. To my goddaughter Sarah, shout out goes out to you. To Sean's sister April, shout out goes out to you. Who else? To my boy Robbo. Owe me that dinner, man. We'll talk later. Who else I need to give a shout out to Dion. Thirds on lock. You'll put me in on all the details once I come back to the old neighborhood. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To my West Side family, the Redmonds. Shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, the Crittens, the Colognes, the Johnsons, the Millsaps. Shout out goes out to you guys. Who else? To the Dangerous One himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. Shout out goes out to you. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorn. And oh, by the way, if you want to check out some cool movie reviews, go to Thorn Theater on YouTube. That's Thorn Theater on YouTube. Tell them that Officer D from DC Networks and Power Players sent you. He got some of the coolest, greatest reviews. I watch his show every chance I get, especially on my off day. So yeah, check out Thorn Theater. That's right. Put it in the search engine on YouTube. Check it out. Sub to his show. Give him a thumbs up. Tell him that Officer D from North of Sheffield Commons Shopping Mall sent you, and let me know what you think. Straight up. Again, shout out to my brother. Who else? To my co-host of the show, Prince Unique from New York, shout out goes out to you. To all my brothers from NWI besides Prince Unique, Wicked, Fountain of Pain, Keneal, I know you're missing in action. We're going to find you. I'm going to do everything in my, we're going to find you. All right, just to let you guys know. Who else? I've already given out birthday shout outs to Vicky Richmond and Mario. Shout out goes out to you. To all my followers on Facebook, shout out goes out to you guys as well. And that's about it. Okay. And if you want me to give you a birthday shout out, you want to leave in comments, please leave it in at the show. Oh, and yes, I do have my own email address. You can always go to my site, check it out on YouTube. If not, I'll tell you anyway. It's pronounced Tiamat. That's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. It's pronounced Tiamat 2004. And if there's any questions, any ideas, any suggestions, please leave it in the show. And I'm going to tell you right now in advance, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't check my email every day. Straight up, because I'm at work. I got a lot of things going on. But I do check my email at least twice a month, which means I'm going to check it today because it's the first of the month, and I'm going to check it again at the end of the month. So the first and the end of the month, I check my email. Okay. And one other last thing, if there are certain gameplays you want me to do on PlayStation, on just the coolest controller, you can't have the Spidey 09 show without a Spider-Man controller. Yeah, and I know I got the system that match it. Or if you want to see me do some exclusive gameplay on PlayStation 5, I do both. I do both. I do both. Let me know. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have it in my collection. Now, if I don't have it in my collection, I will get it. But there is one other game, I almost slipped my mind. There is one other game I do want to get in my collection, and I should be having it in October. Actually, there's two games that I'm going to get in my collection, and I will be broadcasting live on the Spidey 09 show, and that's Undisputed. Yes, Undisputed comes out October 13th, and as you can see right here, this is the deluxe WBC edition, which means this comes with the season pass, all the cool features, all the cool get up, and I'm getting this from GameStop. And if you pre-order from GameStop right now, it's still early, you still got like a couple of months away. They're going to give you this code, this DLC, where you can download Roy Jones Jr. 88. You download him, he becomes part of the roster, and he's also become a playable character. Do whatever you want to do with him. I want to get this game, seen the trailer for it, and it looks amazing. You can create your own fighter. You can box online. You're going to be seeing me online real soon after October, because I'm going to get my boxing game on. It's probably one of the first boxing games we nearly had in over 2, if not 3 decades. So we are way long overdue for boxing. Don't get me wrong, I like, you know, mixed martial arts and all that other stuff, and UFC, that's cool, but ain't nothing like watching some good old-fashioned 10, if not 12 rounds of boxing. And like I said, you got my boy Tyson King, the Gypsy King. I'm correction, Tyson Fury. He is the Gypsy King. I'm just too excited. And hate that he lost his title, but no worry, Tyson Fury gonna get it back eventually. And I can't wait to play this game. I got one other last game to talk about before I split, and this comes out at the end of the year, and that's once I find it, and that is Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic. This will be released in December. Just to let everybody know. Now, as far as the release date, I have no idea. But I do know it's going to be probably the first or the second week of December. This is coming out for the Nintendo Switch, for the PlayStation 4. If you got the 4, you can throw it on the 5. And this will have, let's see, some cool games. A blast from the past. You got X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and 3. My favorite fighting game on there, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and you're gonna have the Punisher 2-player co-op game. So this, if you love fighting games, add this to your collection. I don't know if I'm gonna get it for both. If I can afford it, I'm definitely gonna get it for both systems. So if I get it for the 4, you're gonna see a broadcast on it. Who knows? I might play some guys online or whatever. So definitely add that to your collection. Last but not least, I'm pretty sure everybody heard by now. I'll put this up real quick. You know he's gonna play Doom, right? Just to let everybody know. Leaving your comments on what you guys think of RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. in 2 years, Marvel's Avengers, Doomsday. He is going to play Doom. I need comments on this. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Yep. Yep. Let's see. We're gonna go back to here. My little robot buddy, you can go on break. And that's about it. Well, I've done my state of direction. Immediately following, I went into my Thursday morning updates. And again, to all my, at least I have from 174 viewers back down to 158. It doesn't matter. But the point is, I'm glad that everybody took the time out and enjoyed the show. Please leave in comments. Please leave me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And like I said, you should be seeing me guys back no later in October. I got a lot going on for you guys, so you don't want to miss out. So without further delay, let's see. In 3, 2, 1. And when you hear that music, that means my State of Direction show / my Thursday morning update show for August 1st, 2024 has come to a closure and its final destination. Well, that's about it. Probably later on today, you're going to see me do some more exclusive gameplay, so please stay tuned in for further details and updates. And like I said, if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, go check it out, man. You're gonna trip out straight up. I'm out of here. I'm about to go grab me a little something to eat and just chill for a minute, and we go from there. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Episode Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I talk to everybody later and later. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Episode Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I talk to everybody later and later. Public service announcement to Chicago, to the world. I say it every time at the end of every show. Put those guns down. Seriously. Put them down. It ain't worth it. You'd be saving somebody else if you did. I'm out of here. Peace.